we're going to have a virtual tour, if you will, of your Canvas course for RNSG 1311. If you will, look at the far left, you have an inbox. If you want to send me an email, you don't have to log into your email and all that. You can send it from right here if you'd like. It comes to my email. Take a look at these menu items here. MyLab and Mastering is where you're going to log in and use your access code. You're not going to log in through the Evolve website, rather you will access all of your content through MyLab and Mastering here in this course. So announcements, look at those often. You can, in your settings, set those up to come to your email. I suggest you do that. You can look through the rest of these. It's not going to look exactly like yours. Some of these things I have hidden from you guys, so yours is going to look a little different. All right, so look, I want to bring your attention to the course schedule. That's kind of an important piece there. And let me show you what that looks like. That is going to depend on if you're taking a summer class, if you're taking a spring, fall, whatever you're taking as far as Patho goes. It's going to have your week, the word week, the word module, the word unit. It all kind of corresponds. So for week 1, you're going to go over chapters 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, and 9. It has your quiz due date. Now, your dynamic modules have to be done every week, but they're not graded. They're graded as complete or incomplete, but there's not a percentage grade. The only grade you're going to be receiving for this course are those weekly graded quizzes in Canvas, and when you come to the college for your midterm and your final exam. So take a look at this course schedule. It tells you what unit you're covering in the book. The book says units, that's why we use the word unit. Modules, like I said, week 1, module 1, these are all interchangeable as far as the wording goes. Now, your midterm is scheduled here. Your final is scheduled here. Those times and days are always tentative depending on room reservations that I can get or I get kicked out of or whatever. Okay, so now let's go back to our virtual tour here. So this is going to be set up by weeks, and everything that you need to do is set up in the week. We have the due date here. So the date that's underneath each one is the day that it's due. So you have a week to actually complete all of your work. Week 1. First thing you're going to do is click here, and you've got some things you need to complete on this page. It says click here for course contract, click here for email, download the Lockdown browser. You actually need to download the Lockdown browser first, because you will need those to do the course contract so that we can test it out and make sure it's working for you. Now, this Lockdown browser has to be used for your weekly graded quizzes only, but you need to put it on the computer or device that you're going to use to take your weekly quizzes. This has your books that you have to have. You have to have an access code to MyLab as well. And all of your weekly graded quizzes are due by noon on Tuesdays, every single week. Everything will your first week will be open the day we start, and you have the whole week to do it. And then say on the 8th, when your first quiz is due, then the next week is opened up for you. So since you have a whole week to do this, try to get a little bit ahead so that when it comes time to study for that midterm and that final, you have plenty of time. All right, once you've clicked on these, done whatever it's asked you to do, go back to home. You'll always go to your home screen, and you will go back to week 1 because we just kind of started there, and then you have your objectives for these different chapters. You have what chapters we're covering. It tells you what to read. If there's a PowerPoint or an online lecture, I will put them here. This is an online class, so we don't attend lectures. We don't have specific times. You do this at your own pace. And then assignments. Log into MyLab and Mastering through right here, this link. It'll have you put your access code in the first time, and you're going to go to the dynamic module assignments, and these are the ones you're going to complete. When you're finished with that, then you can take the week 1 graded quiz. If there are any additional resources for that particular topic, you'll find them under the additional resources page. Once you've completed all the things on each page each week, you know that you are finished. What else? Let's go back to home. your syllabus and outliner here, but they're also in the assignment under week 1 where it says click here, but you can access them from here. Instructor information is here. This is where you will get my phone number, my email, and a little brief about me. You're going to have some discussion questions. If you do have a discussion question, they will be under what to read or an assignment. It will be on that page, and there'll be a link for it so that you don't have to go and hunt it down. Makes it a little bit easier. When we have discussion questions for that week, you need to respond to that discussion questions and then respond to at least one peer during that week. Everything is due by Tuesday noon. Everything is open then Tuesday at noon for the next week. This COVID questionnaire may or may not be needed once we come back in the summer. And that would be for when you come in to take your midterm and your final. Like I said, that may change. We're hoping so. All right, so that's kind of a brief overview. Start going through your Canvas and then go into My Lab and Mastering and check your course out there. And if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My information is here on Canvas, and I'm excited to get to work with you all. I'll see you soon.